I've been actually asked this question quite a few times throughout my career. A lot of people will say, what drove you into entrepreneurship? Why did you become an entrepreneur? Why did you choose something that would, request of 100 hours a week from you to work, where you maybe don't get to see your family, don't go to get to events, have crazy mood swings, be unhappy, throw shit around, and then do it again the next day and the next day and the next day? I actually couldn't answer that question for the longest time. And the other day, I was talking to somebody that works in my company, and I was telling him about, I have this idea, and I have this idea, and I have this idea. And he looked at me, he goes, Alex, it's crazy, but you're such a dreamer that it inspires even me to dream. And then I stopped and looked, and I said, yeah, I think I became an entrepreneurship. I chose entrepreneurship because since I was maybe 12 years old, I'd be driving down Montreal, I'll never forget it, and I'd see all these buildings, and I'd look at my dad, I'd say, I'm gonna have my name on one of these, I'm gonna build one. I almost thought I was gonna become an engineer or an architect only because I wanted to build it. But then I realized I could be the guy that gets hired to build it for somebody else, or I could be the guy hiring people to build things for me. So what I decided was, that was one of the moments where I decided I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And if I can just add one that even isn't too long ago, I was talking to, believe it or not, my mom. And my mom has been my biggest cheerleader. She's been my biggest believer ever. And she's taught me some of the most humiliating and humbling things. She taught me how I can be having humble care and love. Very completely opposite from what I consider entrepreneurship. I consider being a shark and like it's survival of the fittest. But mixing that together and being able to have that good balance has really helped me succeed. And I remember one time we were sitting down and she says, Alex, keep your feet on the ground. Don't go too far. And I was like, you know what? I'm not only not going to keep my feet on the ground, but I'm going to keep working so hard that I'm going to own my own G6. Because I'm not going to travel economy and be the guy that's holding a Gucci bag but can't afford a first-class seat. I'm going to be the guy that actually wears no-name brands but can afford the plane itself. So yeah, if we go back to the element, is I'm such a dreamer that I always feel like it's not enough. I'm never satisfied. There's something inside me that no matter how much I accomplish or how much I do, I still feel like I didn't do anything and I need to do more. That's the honest answer.